So previously we checked out Dollar Tree. So today I'm going to check out Dollar General and see what I can get there for inexpensive prepping supplies. All right, we're back home. I would say, I added it all up and it was like $39.55. So let's say 40 bucks. Now Dollar General is a little different than Dollar Tree. Dollar General has a lot of stuff that is $1, but not everything is $1 like Dollar Tree. So we're going to tear into the bags. I'm going to show you what I got. I got a little bit of food, and mostly food, and a little bit of first aid stuff. So it'll definitely show you how you can stretch a monthly budget really, really far by using dollar stores. So let's get into the bags and see what we got. Right off the bat, I got 2 macaroni and cheese. These are 50 cents each. If you store macaroni and cheese, store these kind. The kind with the cheese in it already that you squeeze out of a bag always goes bad after a year or so. I had to replace bunches of them because I thought that cheese would be good forever. The cheese gets hard and rubbery. So this is what you want to store for long term. Let's see. Canned ham, $3. I wrote the prices on everything because I didn't want to have to dig through the receipt as I'm doing the video. These were 50 cents each. Not really an exceptional deal. I think Walmart has them for like 48 cents, but still, when you're there, you might as well pick it up. I got some soups. Now, again, I didn't buy as much as I'd buy if I was prepping. I just bought a little bit of an example of everything. This is 65 cents, chicken and stars. One of these Hormel Completes. These were $2 each. These are very good as homemade MREs, by the way, because they really are meals ready to eat. Really, you literally have to just heat this up in a pan if you want, but this can be eaten cold. And tuna, $1 each for each one. Let's see what else here. $2, chicken and dumplings. Now that is easily a meal for 2 people. That's a big can of it. And a smaller one, dumplings and chicken for $1. And of course I had to try, and we will try this out. I want to cook this and see what it's like and see if it's horrible. Clover Valley luncheon meat. Basically this is Spam. I can't read my own handwriting. $1.95. That's not a great deal because the dollar store has their home brand for $1. But again, I was there. It just goes to show you if this is all you have in your area, it's a way to save a little bit of money. Let's get into the next bag. All right, next bag up. I got a small thing of vegetable oil for cooking. Excuse me. That was $1. Pretty good deal on it. Of course, what prep shopping trip would be complete without ramen soup? Now this is actually a good deal. These were $1 for 5, so not horrible. You know, pretty decent deal. Let's see, 68 cents chicken and rice soup. That should have been in the other bag, but that's okay. Now, if you guys haven't tried these are pretty good. This chicken from Starkist. This is the buffalo style. It's the one I like. These were $1.75. I don't remember if I ever picked these up in the Dollar Tree. That's everything where everything is $1. But that's a pretty good deal because I know at Walmart they're around $2. It's a little money saved. Applesauce, $2. And it's Mott's. It's a brand name. It's not some off-brand. Now this cheese, speaking of cheese, kind of the same deal. I wouldn't buy this for very, very long term. But say in a camp bag or a get-home bag or something, if you want to add some cheese to whatever you're cooking, can kind of make a little MRE that's not so great, a little more palatable. This is actually pretty good. This was $1. And it is just cheese sauce. I would recommend you use it within the year because it does, again, it gets rubbery inside. These are my staple. These were $1. And these are just those little individual, I'll open them up for you so you can see. You probably know, but those that don't might not know. These are those little individual tubes of coffee, instant coffee. Like that. These are awesome for your bug-out bags, your get-home bags, whatever. And just for regular preps. If you're prepping in a smaller environment, like an apartment or something, and you can't afford to stack away bunches of coffee, and you do drink coffee, kind of handy. They're also a good barter item, too, you know. Hey, I'll give you a couple things of coffee for something I need, you know. One of those deals. And extra wide egg noodles. Let's see if I can read my handwriting on this one. $1.50. My marker wasn't working very well when I was writing, so my handwriting looks like horrible. So $1.50, you get a whole bag. It's 12 ounces of extra wide egg noodles. So we're going to move into the next bag. Next bag has some first aid stuff in it. So let's bring that over here and check it out. All right, last bag. And you know, I noticed something here, and I didn't see this on my receipt, but I noticed that it says they have digital coupons. Now, I'm not sure if that pops up on your receipt. It says text to join. If you've got a cell phone, there's another way to save a little bit of more money on your prepping and on your purchases. I've never noticed that before, and might be something worth doing. Dollar General is a little bit far for me compared to where Dollar Tree is. Dollar Tree is like a mile away from my house. Dollar General is about, I want to say maybe 7. No big deal, but a little bit further and a little more expensive. But this video really is for people who may not have the option of a Dollar Tree and they have a Dollar General or a Family Dollar type place. They're places that have good deals, but not everything is $1. So let's tear into this. First off, Quaker oatmeal. There's breakfast for a week. $1.95. Can't beat that. And witch hazel. This is really good for insect bites, cuts, scrapes, minor abrasions. It's kind of old school, but let me tell you something. This works very, very well. You ever get an itch, cat scratch or something, and you get a really bad itch? Because I get that too, because I'm still mildly allergic to my cats, even though they scratch the heck out of me. And when they'll just tap me with their paw. About an hour later, there'll be this huge welt and a big red spot. So this stuff works very, very well at calming that down. Also, isopropyl rubbing alcohol, $1.50. Good for your alcohol stoves because it's 91%, which I try to only buy, but also good for general cleanliness and taking care of injuries. Triple antibiotic ointment, $2.50. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good deal. Now, I know the Dollar Tree has them for $1, but they're a little bit smaller. All right, what's the last first aid? No, there's 2 more first aid things. Strong strips. Okay, you guys might remember, I don't know, a couple months back, I had a big Band-Aid here. I had a nasty little cut on my finger. These things are awesome. They go through water. They go through all sorts of stuff. So I wanted to stock back up. This is actually going into my preps. I wanted to stock back up on them because they're very, very good. They last a good long time. When I had a regular Band-Aid on it, it would fall off the minute I washed my hands or the minute I did something out here. With one of these on it, it stayed on until I took it off. So now that that's all healed up, I remembered I got to get more of these. So this is actually going in my preps. All right, next up, minced onion. Now they have a ton of spices. Some are $1, some were 68 cents. I find minced onion the most handy for me to just toss into stuff as far as prep cooking, you know. So I bought one of these, but I'll probably be back to buy a few more things. And vegetable beef soup, $1. Now Clover Valley is their store brand at Dollar General. And I think a couple other dollar stores. Canned chicken, $1.95. Good deal on that. That is definitely a good deal. And lastly, Rice-A-Roni. These guys are like instant Rice-A-Ronis. This could be repackaged in, say, a vacuum sealer and put into a homemade MRE because all this needs is water and time, really. You can microwave it for 3 minutes, so you can boil it, and it's ready to go. So these were both $1. That's a little on the high side, but these are a bigger size. But it's a high side comparing it to Dollar General, which probably has them for like, 98 cents or 60 cents. Doesn't really matter. It's still a pretty good deal. So just to show you, if all you have in your area is a Dollar General, and you don't have a Dollar Tree or anything like that, with a budget of $40, if you were to do $40 a month or $40 every week, you can amass a whole lot of food. Now I'm going to get all the food out and put it on the table for you to see, so you can see how much one shopping trip with $39.50 or $40 will get you. All right, so here it is all out on the table. Now let's say you have $40 a week to spend on your preparedness supplies. That's a whole lot of food to get started with. And honestly, I started with a little, I don't know what they'd call it, but it was a plastic kind of container you'd keep your outside stuff, your clippers and stuff for your garden in. And it was never used, so I stuck it in my closet where my clothing is, and I filled it up with food. And that's how I started prepping, in a closet. I really didn't have a lot. Now I have an entire storeroom, but that's how I started, and this is how I did it. We had a grocery surplus place in where we lived previously, and we'd go there and I'd spend $20 a week, and the food just added up and added up. And sometimes they'd have sales and I'd spend a little extra. So you can see, with a small budget, you can really start putting away some food for emergencies or preparedness. And I like to think of it as insurance. It doesn't mean that, the poles have to shift and Bigfoot has to be kicking in your door and the zombies are coming. It could be something as simple as losing your job. you have food to eat. It's food insurance, you know. You have supplies. If you have a medical issue, like I know I'm going to use this witch hazel for all the times my cats scratch me. There you go. I got extra. You know what I mean? So you always want to be able to have something put away. So that's pretty much the video for today. I hope you enjoyed it. It's a very simple concept, but it definitely saves you a lot of stress and aggravation. And if you can budget your money and spend a certain amount a week, you can end up with a whole lot of food, or even a month. Even if that was all you could get every month, you're doing better than 98% of the people in America. So anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to check out our Amazon links down below. We have our Amazon store there. If there's nothing in the store you like, you can just click the link and shop as you normally would. It really helps the channel out. And don't forget to check out our Thrive Life store. We have a video coming up with a bunch of Thrive Life stuff that we're going to be testing out. Some of it we're going to be testing out, some of it we're going to be putting away. I've been slowly converting all of my my canned vegetables to Thrive Life stuff because I find that it is a whole lot better and a lot tastier. And canned vegetables tend to get kind of mushy and nasty after they've been stored. They're still good to eat. They'll still last a long time. They're not going to hurt you, but they don't taste as good. So I've been converting my vegetables over to Thrive stuff. So we'll be showing you that when we come up. Anyway, folks, thanks for watching. I just want to do a quick video today to show you all you can get. If you budget your prep purchases, you can get a whole lot of stuff. So stay safe and stay prepared.